Your cat does something every single day that you've probably never thought twice about. Maybe they rub their face along your arm while you're just sitting there. Maybe they follow you down the hallway and then park themselves 3 feet away, watching you do absolutely nothing interesting. You assume it's just cat stuff. But here's what most owners never realize. Every single one of those moments is a message, and at the end of this video, I'll show you one thing you can do tonight with something already in your home that will reach your cat at a level deeper than anything you've ever tried. Most people think owning a cat means feeding them, giving them a warm bed, maybe a toy or two, and if your cat seems fine, you figure you're doing it right. But there are things your cat is silently craving. Rituals, signals, moments that almost no one thinks to give them. Let's talk about what those actually are. When your cat walks up and drags their cheek across your leg, most people smile and move on. Sweet little habit, right? But that's not what's happening. Your cat is marking you, not out of dominance, out of devotion. In their world, scent is the language of safety. When they press their face against you, they're saying, "You belong to me, and I belong to you." It's one of the most profound emotional offerings a cat knows how to make. And here's what breaks that quietly. If you pull away too fast, if you don't acknowledge it, if you treat it like an inconvenience, they notice. They don't throw a fit. They just slowly stop trying. And when a cat stops reaching out, it's not indifference. It's a wound. So next time your cat rubs against you, lean in a little. Offer your hand, your shoulder, a soft word. Let them know their love landed. That moment costs you nothing and means everything to them. Think about what happens during playtime. Your cat crouches, stalks, tail twitching, pupils wide, every ancient instinct firing at once. And then you yank the toy away before they ever catch it, over and over. It seems harmless, even fun, but to your cat's nervous system, every failed hunt is a small failure at being what they are. That frustration doesn't disappear. It builds. It comes out as midnight zoomies, random aggression, or a quiet restlessness that never quite goes away. The fix is simple, but almost nobody does it. Let them win. Near the end of play, slow the toy down. Let them catch it. Let them hold it. Follow it with a treat. Hunt, catch, eat, rest. When you complete that cycle, something settles inside your cat that you can actually feel in the room. But there's one thing cats love even more than catching the toy, and we'll get there. Here's something that confuses almost every cat owner. Your cat follows you into the bathroom, watches you make coffee, curls up on the opposite end of the couch, but the second you reach for them, they're gone. You think they're being difficult. They think they're being intimate. That closeness without contact, that's called parallel bonding, and for a cat, it's one of the deepest forms of trust. They're choosing to be in your world without needing anything from you. The mistake most people make is reading that distance as rejection and pushing harder, picking them up, following them, forcing the moment. And every time you do, you're quietly teaching them that your presence means pressure. Instead, just be still. Let them orbit you. If they come closer, you've earned it. If they don't, you've still shown them something rare, that you can be near them without needing them to perform. Your scent is a language your cat reads constantly. The shirt you wore all day, the hoodie you tossed on the chair. To your cat, that fabric is alive with you. Placing something unwashed, something that carries your real smell in one of their sleeping spots, does something measurable to their nervous system. It lowers stress. It increases trust. It tells them, in the only language their body truly understands, I'm here, even when I'm not. This matters most for rescues, for anxious cats, for any cat that keeps more distance than you wish they would. You're not just leaving them a comfort object, you're leaving them you. Cats don't experience mornings the way we do, as just another day starting. For them, the first moments of the day are a check-in, a confirmation that the world is still safe, still predictable, still theirs. The small thing you do every morning, a soft word, a slow blink, a scratch behind the ear before you reach for your phone. That's not a habit to your cat. That's a ritual. It signals that everything is okay. Skip it once and they might not react. Skip it often, and something subtle shifts. The warmth in how they greet you starts to dim. So pick one consistent gesture and give it to them every morning without fail. You'll feel the difference in how they move around you for the rest of the day. In the wild, height isn't a preference, it's survival. The higher you are, the more you can see. The safer you are, the more control you have over everything below. Your cat carries that ancient calculation in their body every single moment they're inside your home. When there's nowhere to climb, nowhere to survey from, they don't relax. They scan, constantly. And that low-grade vigilance shows up as skittishness, hiding, over-grooming, a cat that never quite seems at ease. It doesn't take much to fix this. A cleared shelf near a window, a sturdy cat tree in a corner, even a blanket folded on top of a dresser. Give your cat somewhere to be above it all, and watch how much calmer they become, because they finally feel like they can see everything coming. Choice is control, and control is safety. Most owners pick one bed, one spot, one designated cozy place, and assume that's enough. But your cat's needs shift constantly. A confident cat wants a high perch with a view. A vulnerable cat wants somewhere enclosed, hidden, small. A cold cat wants warmth. A restless cat wants to be near you. When there's only one option, your cat has to make do instead of choosing. And that gap between what they need and what's available creates a tension most people never trace back to something this simple. Offer 2 or 3 different spots: a cave-style bed, a sun-warmed windowsill, a cardboard box with an old shirt inside. Let them rotate. Let them decide. That freedom is a form of love they understand completely. Now here's the one that's better than any toy, any treat, any game. When your cat stares at you from across the room, most people either stare back blankly or look away quickly. But in your cat's language, a slow blink is a confession. It means, I am not a threat to you. I am safe. I trust you. And if you don't blink back, if you just hold that gaze or look away sharply, your cat reads it as distance, as coldness, sometimes as a warning. That's why some cats never quite close the gap, never quite settle all the way in. Try this. When your cat looks at you, hold their gaze softly. Let your eyes close slowly, then look gently away. That's it. That's the whole thing. And the more you do it, the more your cat moves toward you. Not because you fed them, not because you have something they want, but because you spoke their language. And they heard you. Cats are intensely private about one thing above everything else. In the wild, the moment of elimination is the moment of maximum vulnerability. No defenses, no escape, just exposed. Your cat carries that in their body every single time they use the litter box. When the box is in a high traffic area, when someone walks past at the wrong moment, When you hover or speak to them mid-use, you're not being attentive. You're triggering something ancient and uncomfortable. And that discomfort doesn't stay in the litter box. It spreads. It shows up as accidents, as avoidance, as a cat that seems tense in ways you can't explain. Give them quiet. Give them privacy. Keep the box clean, but let their scent linger just enough that it still feels like their space. When a cat feels safe being that vulnerable, it means they feel safe with you. And now, the one we've been building toward. The thing almost no one does. The thing that reaches your cat at the very beginning of who they are. All you need is a clean, soft-bristled toothbrush and a little room-temperature water. When you stroke your cat gently along their forehead, cheeks, and behind the ears with those bristles, slow, rhythmic, slightly damp, you're not just grooming them. You're triggering a memory that lives deeper than anything they've consciously learned. It's the feeling of their mother, the first safety they ever knew. For rescues, for cats who flinch at touch, for cats who love you but never quite let you all the way in, this is the thing that can change that. Watch their eyes go soft. Watch them lean in. Watch the moment they stop deciding whether to trust you and just do. That's not grooming. That's emotional time travel. And your cat will carry it somewhere you'll never fully see, but will always feel. Tonight, when your cat settles near you, not on you, just near you, remember that for them, that choice is never small.